have a book because I always have a book because books are important and we can learn so much from some of the books that I have. So, as you can see from the cover of our book, we are going to read Splat the Cat, the Big Helper. And of course, this is a cat, so this is Splat. And we are going to just dive straight on in to how he is a big helper. Because if you're like me, you could be wondering, well, what does he help with? What does he do? What is he responsible for? And responsibility is kind of the theme that we are going to be talking about and that we are going to be diving into today. So let's get started. Splat the Cat, the Big Helper by Rob Scotton. Family meeting, Splat's father called from upstairs. We're a very busy family, Dad said. We all need to pitch in, so I've made a list of daily to-dos for you to check off each day. Splat's daily to-dos: make bed, put toys away, water plants. A to-do list? Said Splat. He had a bad feeling about this. Do you have chores that you have to do at home? Splat has 3. How many do you have? Splat's jobs were to make his bed, put away his toys, and water the plants. But, Splat sputtered, that'll take forever. If you do your little part, said Dad, it'll be a big help. Splat and Seymour went back to playing their game. After a half hour, Seymour pointed to the to-do list. We can do them later, Splat replied. New rule, Mom declared. No television or video games until everything is checked off your list. Oh, Splat moaned. Can you relate to Splat? Do you like watching TV or playing video games more than picking up your toys or cleaning up your room or putting your dirty clothes away? Sometimes I can too. Splat went to his room and it was a total mess. Let's get this over with so we can get back to our game, Seymour, he said. Ay, ay, ay. There is stuff everywhere. Splat made his bed. He put away his toys and then he watered the plant. What do you think? Look at this picture. You think he's making his bed the right way? Wonder what his parents will say. All done, Splat said proudly. Is this really your best? Dad said, shaking his head. But it'll take forever, whined Splat. You know how they say that time flies when you're having fun? Splat's dad said. Splat nodded. He sure did. So make it fun. And Splat decided to try. This time, when Splat made his bed, he imagined that he was fishing in the ocean. His pillow turned into a giant shark, and everything on the floor became a different fish or sea monster. Splat is using his imagination. When he cleared up his toys, Splat imagined that he was a pirate, and each toy was a jewel or a gold coin, and his toy box was a treasure chest. When he watered his plant, he pretended that he was a jungle explorer. Great Splat's dad said. All done, said Splat. Now you can play your video game, added his mom. I think his room looks so much more tidy and so much more clean. I think it met his parents' expectations because now he can play that video game that he's been wanting to play. Let's see. As Splat sat down to play his video game, he noticed a few things that needed to be put away. I'll be right back, Seymour, he said. We've got to go on a quick Arctic expedition. He never imagined helping out could be so much fun. And that is our story. So I don't know about you, but there have been times in my life where I didn't want to do something. Whether it was a chore or something that I thought was going to be boring or way too hard or difficult. And once I actually started doing it, and then once I actually finished, I realized that it wasn't so bad, that I was just complaining and not owning my responsibility. And so, my little activity for you to do is to make a list, just like Splat had. See his to-do list? That's something that helped Splat keep on track. He knew exactly what he had to do to earn that video game. And so, I already tried this activity out. I already started mine. Here is my to-do list, Mrs. Wallace's to-do list. I have number 1, pay the bills. Number 2, check my emails. Number 3, make videos. I can basically, cross that one out because this is the video I had to do. And number 4 is exercise because I want to stay healthy. And so that's one side of my to-do list. And if you can see on the other side, I have little stars. And just like Splat, I needed to make my to-do list fun. So some things that I'm going to reward myself with once I check them off is get on my phone. I can check my social media. I can text my friends after I check off one of these things. I can talk to my friends. I can watch a TV show, or I could play a game. I love playing games. So I made things that I need to do, that I need to show my responsibility and just do them. But then I have things to reward myself because sometimes it's hard to be motivated and to follow through. So that's my list. But I tried to be an elementary school student and make a list that might look like yours. So some things I put on the to-do list, maybe if I was a 3rd grade student or 1st grade or 5th grade, was attend my Zoom meeting, complete schoolwork in Google Classroom or Seesaw, do chores, and read, because reading is so, so important. But then you should, work towards good things too. So maybe some things you can work towards are playing video games. Maybe you have a pet you can play with. Take a nap. I know BAS students love to take naps. Or you could watch YouTube. So, I'm not an elementary school student, so that's why I made my own list. And what I want you to do is I want you to make your own list. All you need is a piece of paper and something to write with. One side could be, 3-4 things that you have to do that you need to be responsible in doing. But the other side can be things that you can work towards. So, once you cross one off, then you can do one. But don't forget that you have other things that still need to be done, that you still need to be responsible for. So that is your challenge. I hope that you have a good time doing that and that you're super productive and that you can be proud of yourself after you've done some things that maybe aren't so bad. Have a good day. Bye.